And on the flip side now, let's talk about Harry Kane. Because time does seem to be running out for Harry Kane, because we need to get these striker targets in if he's going to be enabled to leave. That's got to be the case, right? And Sammy Mockbell of the Daily Mail says that Man City officials are ready to tell Tottenham Hotspur that they are unlikely to renew their efforts to sign Harry Kane next summer if they fail this month. Man City believe they will get the full value out of the move this window. And then this is from Jay Burt from The Telegraph, and he says Harry Kane remains determined to secure a move to Man City this summer, but has also informed Tottenham Hotspur that he is available to play and has no intentions of refusing to cooperate because he understands a deal might not be struck.
Which is the important thing. I think he's done his bit to try and force the move. I believe that was what happened pretty much earlier. And now that's happened, and it kind of, well, it hasn't worked, let's be honest. It hasn't lowered the price, hasn't really done much for the deal. He's just made his intentions clear. But if the deal's not going to go through, I'm sure he'll come back. And that's until he's going to be reintegrated. I'm sure he's going to knuckle down. And I think that's, if that's true, that he's going to make himself available, I think that's proof of that. If he's going to be involved, especially in the Conference League.
Do you think he definitely plays this Thursday?
No, it depends. You know, if a deal gets struck tomorrow, then no.
Yeah.
So
as it stands right now.
No, I still don't think he plays. I think we'll make another excuse saying he's still not ready or something.
Do you think if it is as it stands and it's all a bit up in the air, he doesn't play until the end of the transfer window? If he does stay?
No, I think if the deal's not struck by next week, I think he'll be back in the team. I think because I don't think there's enough time. We can't. Unless we've got targets in, unless we've signed Martinez and Vlahovic within the next week, I can't see it. I really can't see it. I think it's really unlikely. So I think a Wolves game is touch and go. I think he'll still probably miss it, but the one after that, was it Watford?
Watford is the last one.
I reckon he could make that one. Yeah. That one, I think that could be a statement saying, look, this is the last game before the window. There's not long. What was that, the day before the window shuts?
Yeah. So
I think we could make a statement in that game, playing Kane and saying, look, he's here for the next season, and before the window shuts, we're going to play him. Rob Dawson from ESPN says Man City are still pushing ahead with their bid to sign Kane, despite continued denials from Tottenham that they are prepared to listen to offers for the striker. It's going to rumble on for a bit longer, but I think this week, I've got a good feeling that we're going to really find out what the truth is in terms of this deal's actually going to happen, because it can't drag on for that much longer. It's just not practical. Not practical for Tottenham. It's not practical for us.
I've been saying all along.
It can't be up in the air until. I think it's impossible for it to be up in the air until deadline day. I think it's impossible.
When you say up in the air, you mean us noticing as a fan base what's actually going on, or actually confirmed news and stuff like that?
I know confirmed news that could be up in the air till the last day. But I'm saying us not knowing if he's staying or going, that can't go on until deadline day. We're going to know within the next week really what's happening, because if we've signed no one by next week, he can't leave. He can't, unless, like, early in the week we get a flurry of transfers. It's just impossible to get all these players done. When teams are going to know that they're going to hold us to ransom and stuff. Like, it's not going to be possible. So I think that's why we're hearing all this news of Kane maybe accepting that it might not happen and he's going to make himself available and all this stuff. Because I think there's a real chance that the practical elements of the deal just aren't there, unfortunately, this summer, or right now anyway. If we're in this situation, if we were where we are now a few months ago, then there's plenty of time and this deal could still be done. But it's 2 weeks after the window. Yeah. Like, I can't. Spurs would be stupid at this point, or in a week's time.
There's a lot going on that we don't know about, because that could really be the case. It could be the case, but
it could be. But where are the signings? Where are the players?
It remains unlikely at this stage. Doesn't
where are the players?
It remains unlikely at this stage, doesn't it? Like, for me, it's 2 weeks now. 2 weeks to the day that the transfer window closes. There's just way too much to do. There's way too much to do. Even, the right back situation, another centre back. They're talking about a centre mid. They're talking about an attacking option as well, and a striker on top of that. I mean, regardless of if Kane stays or goes, there's just way too much to do, isn't there?
Yeah, and I can't see us getting all that business done, to be honest, without Kane going. I really can't. Not effective. Not like with good quality.
Can you even see that all that business being done if Kane goes? Because still think if Kane goes, there's way too much to do.
Yeah, but we'll overpay. We're going to have to overpay. That's what we're going to have to do. And
if we're going to overpay, we're going to get in like half the targets or 2/3 of the targets. You know what I mean? Or maybe even a quarter of the targets.
I
We
don't
won't
know.
get in all of them.
I think we will. For those four, if we overpay a bit to make sure we get them over the line, I think we can get all four. If we make sure we get the 150 million definitely confirmed from City, then I think we can get it. I think we can get those targets. I think that's enough time. 2 weeks is enough time, but we need to start moving now. We need to start seeing some action. Otherwise, it will be too late. At least when we sold Bale, I think apart from Lamella, who was very late signing, they were all done fairly early, if I remember rightly. Maybe Ericsson as well was done quite late. But I think all the rest were done really early. So there was although the public stance was these are all signings to play with Bale, you know, if you were looking objectively, you could see we were gearing up for selling Bale with all these signings.
Yeah.
But now we signed Romero, I guess, but apart from him, we haven't, and even him was a loan at the moment, so we haven't actually spent the money just yet. Even him, there's loan, so we haven't actually spent that much money yet.
We've spent 25 million.
Yeah,
euros.
so where's the sign? We need to get these signings in.
Because Galini was a loan, Romero was a loan,
and Gil was 20 million plus Lamella.
Yeah.
So we need to see some action quickly. Otherwise, however much Kane wants to move, and even it gets to a stage at some point, even if they do stump up 150 million, we can't sell. It gets to that stage, unfortunately, for Kane. So, yeah, I mean, Sanchez came up with an interesting quote, I thought, yesterday. He said, "Harry is the best number 9. There's no doubt about it. If someone says differently, they do not understand football. I'm his teammate, so I can't get deep on his situation. That's between him and the club. We're just here to support him and be on his side." Which is interesting because that was one, like what he said yesterday, but then he's talking quite nicely about how we're a teammate, we have to be on his side and stuff. But Tanganga, you see, apparently Tanganga retweeted something yesterday.
I didn't see that.
So you know this Micah Richards thing?
Yeah.
When he's defending Pogba and whatever. Apparently Tanganga retweeted that tweet of that video of him saying it, and then deleted the tweet.
Oh, really?
Deleted the retweet, apparently.
So that was laying into Harry Kane.
That was saying,
Richards, wasn't it?
Well, kind of. It was saying Harry Kane skipped training, and when everyone calls him a saint, but Pogba hasn't said he wants to leave, and everyone's abusing him, or something like that. And apparently Tanganga retweeted that, and then deleted the retweet. I don't. First of all, I don't know if it's a genuine Tanganga account, but apparently it is.
Was it the blue tick Tanganga account? Or
I didn't see. There's a screenshot of it. It's hard to tell. Some people are claiming it is the genuine one.
I mean, he's got a blue tick and he's got him in a pink training top.
Yeah, so it looked like there was that picture, that profile picture, and it said Jaffet, but on the screenshot you can't see the blue tick because it's cut off or something. It was like a weird. I'm not sure if it is, but it's interesting if that's if he genuinely did retweet that. Maybe it plays into what is maybe how the dressing room feel about him. Or at the moment, which would be interesting. Clearly, Sanchez said something else though, so that would be a different element. And then also, I don't know if you saw in the interview after the game,
Eric Dyer.
First of all, Dyer said we're more than one club. That's true, but then on the flip side, Son was being interviewed by the Premier League channel,
yeah.
and they said, "Oh, Kane's not going to get his place back," and someone's like, "Oh, he definitely will," or something like that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the current squad are feeling about Harry Kane at the moment. I don't know.
But Eric Dyer was speaking positively about Harry Kane, and then he went on to say that we're more than just one player.
Yeah, of course they are. Because look, I'm not surprised because look, he's the best striker in the world. We know that, or in Europe at least. He's the best number 9. We know that he's been very, very until now very, very loyal to Tottenham, and he's been a part of this club. And a lot of these players know him for a very long time. They know he wants to leave, but doesn't mean they don't understand his reasons for wanting to leave. And I don't think they hold it against. I don't believe they hold it against him. Did you hear these? See these Sissoko quotes?
No, I didn't see any Sissoko quotes.
Yeah, Sissoko on Kane. Here, read this. So he says. Harry, so Sissoko said into Foot Mercato, he said in June, apparently, he said, like all players, Kane wants to win titles. A player of his stature deserves to win titles each season. Sadly, we have failed to do so each time for various reasons, and I think that must irk him inside. I do not know if he'll leave or not, but if he does leave, I would wish him the best because he deserves to win titles with all that he has done, and he's an extremely extraordinary player. He's a truly extraordinary player.
Yeah, and that's what we've pretty much been saying all season, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm saying, I think he would be welcome back, and I think he would be reintegrated into the team if he doesn't get his move.
I don't have any doubts about that.
Yeah, and I think they, of course, they're going to speak positively of him, but if he does move on, they have to show strength. They have to show like that they can't be kind of focusing on his exit and focusing on one player. So that's why they have to show, if say the club is bigger than one player and stuff like that, has a show of strength to the public. If Kane does leave, to show that we are more than one, we are a team, and them focusing on just Harry Kane misses the point of who we are.
Yeah,
and I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I completely agree, and
I think people read the quote and say, "Oh, dire quote. We are more than one player," and they read a lot into that.
They don't actually see the whole interview as well, and see all the positive comments they made about Kane as well. But look, we're going to have to see how this one plays out. I think you're probably right in terms of by the end of this week, if we're not like strongly linked or heavily linked to another striker, and some stuff doesn't seem like it's going to happen, next week might be too late for all this stuff to happen.
You'd have to think so.
So we'll have to see how it plays out. There's still 2 weeks to go till the transfer window closes, but the Kane situation is nowhere near the end, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The end of resolution, that's for sure.
Here we go.
He says Man City are ready to pay a fixed £100 million plus 25 to 30 million pounds in add-ons for Harry Kane, but that's nowhere near Daniel Levy's valuation of the striker.
They're not getting Kane for that. They are not getting Kane for that amount of money. It's the only way they get him. It's 130 million fixed plus add-ons. Maybe there's something to be done there. 100 million plus add-ons is nowhere near. Yeah, I think Ornstein's completely right, and I think Levy's completely right to say absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. There is zero chance Man City are getting Kane for that amount of money. Zero. You might as well just call it off now if that's their bid with 2 weeks to go.
Yeah,
I think call it off.